Hey folks, Bob Desmond over at the Contrarian Trader, and what we're going to do today on Sunday afternoon, happy Easter, we're going to go over several stocks: MRK, Merck, SIBN, AUDC, EVFM, PZZA, Papa John's, SVRA, and YMAB. Okay, so let's begin with, we have it up here, YMAB. What we're looking at here is a daily chart. We're using TrendSpider. TrendSpider is the next level of charting software. It's included with our gold level membership packages. You can also buy it using the link below. Get a 7-day free trial offer. Just go get it through TrendSpider. I strongly suggest it because what it does is makes your time, which is your most valuable commodity, freer to go do other things rather than analyzing charts. So, well, I love to do that. That's why people hire me, but this is a time saver. So, we're going to kick things off with YMAB. Why do I like this symbol? I'm looking at a daily chart with members. I've already posted our deep dive on the week ahead commentary on the members area. So if you're a member, skip this video, go over to the members area, go check out the members version of the video because that's where we do a real big deep dive. YMAB, what happened last week is that we flashed an outside reversal day, which is outstanding stuff. One of my favorite candlestick patterns. And what we did is we pulled back off of recent highs. And we're poised for a continuation breakout of this pattern. Now, what you'll want to know when you're getting into a trade, and this is what value TrendSpider brings to the table, is that you'll want to know where your historical support and resistance levels are. How do you do that? Do I need to leave this daily chart? Nope. Now, before we decide where we want to get involved with YMAB, we want to know where we think that the shares are going to go and where do we have historical support. So the beauty of TrendSpider is that I don't need to take my line drawing tool, my annotation tool out and draw trend lines. All I need to do is just do this. Click D for daily. And they're right there. They pop up for me. So here's the trend line that I drew earlier. This is our short-term upper band of resistance. Where I think that we're heading is up here to this upper band of resistance at the $30 per share level. So we have minimal risk because we know that we have a lower band of support right here. And if we break down below it, we'll want to get stopped out of the trade. You can see that RSI is hooking up. So YMAB is looking good as you proceed into the coming week. Let's go over to SVRA. And as you can see here, I want to point this out, that TrendSpider is able to identify candlestick pattern recognition. Next level stuff, all right? For instance, on Friday, we flashed an outside reversal day, a bullish engulfing. Hover over here, bullish engulfing pops up. Over here, TWZ, that's a tweezer top. That's a sign that you're probably going to get a pullback because you have topping tails on top of the candlesticks. Back to SVRA. Now, this is a daily chart. We have what appears to be a continuation move higher out of this triangle formation. And so we'll be looking for a breakout. The key to remember is that we have resistance above, right? Where is that resistance? Simply click a button. I've already drawn one line here, but all you need to do, come over here. Boom. The beautiful part about TrendSpider is that what it's telling me right now is that last week, we retested a weekly support level. You never would have known that had you not had the weekly resistance and support levels in front of you to overlay on top of your daily chart. This is the power that this product brings. Now, we broke out here April the 8th above that weekly resistance level. We've been consolidating ever since. I think that we are breaking out. So members, if you're still watching, you should be watching the other video. Just expect an alert sometime this week of us getting long of SVRA. And I have more of a deep dive analysis in the members area. So please go check it out. And before I leave this chart, just take note of how many times in the past this stock has rallied up to this upper band of resistance and failed, right? Now we have broken out above it. Very powerful stuff. The next chart up. Let's go to Papa John's Pizza. Now I mentioned before that TrendSpider has pattern recognition. Now if you're new to trading or if you're in a rush and you want to identify what kind of candlestick formations I saw last week, all you need to do is this, because we have a big one right here. Go validate what you're thinking is accurate by simply checking patterns on. Guess what? Outside reversal day on Friday, a bullish engulfing. Powerful stuff. So what I think we're seeing here, let's bring up our daily trend lines first. You can see that we are in a rising uptrend channel. Last Friday, we hit that, actually last Thursday, we hit that lower band of support. The trend is still to the upside. Now what I want to do is deselect daily, highlight weekly, and I could see where my extreme upper band of resistance is, and that if we fail to hold that lower band, let's bring up the daily as well, the daily price channel. If we fail to hold this lower band of support, we're coming down here to 46.34, which is weekly support. If that breaks, we're coming down here to 44.12. I didn't have to draw anything. I clicked a button. This would have taken me hours in the past to do this on 20 charts. I'm doing this in seconds. It's great stuff. So I encourage you, sign up for their 7-day free trial offer. Click any link on the website, or you can become a gold level member and get it free. It's included in your membership package with the Contrarian Trader. I think that's great value. You also get Trading Sim, Trade Simulator, paper trading. You begin trading with $160,000 risk-free, paper trade 24/7. Great stuff. So let's get back to the charts. So Papa John's looking good as we proceed into the coming week. Members, if you're still watching, we'll talk about entry points and stop points on PZZA. Let's bring up EVFM. All right, so an interesting chart in that we were in a downtrend. We broke out of that downtrend here on August the 29th, and ever since then, we've been digesting those gains, which is great stuff. What I always like to say is the longer the consolidation, the greater the validation of any breakout. So what we're seeing now is an effort by longs to break the shares out above resistance. So what I want to do here is first I want to bring up a heat map. Yeah, really rock solid support below. We'll take that off. Let's put on some daily trend lines. You can see that my trend line pretty much coincides with not just one upper band of resistance, but actually three. One is an extrapolated out upper band of resistance. The other are declining upper bands of resistance. So if we pierce and break out and above, let's call it $4.69, we'd want to entertain a trade. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you how to set an alert that will tell me when EVFM begins to break out of this congestion, this historical resistance brick wall, if you will, okay? We want to set our alert. I right-click, create an alert. They name it some crazy thing. They have a randomizer. They put up these names. Nostalgic, Dubinsky. Okay. I'm going to call it something else because I'm not as fun. So this is EVFM breakout buy signal. Okay. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Note how I click breakthrough. It's got to break through that resistance level, right? So it's got to break through on this trigger for me to have an SMS text sent to me or an email sent to me, and I will get that alert. I will then reevaluate whether or not I want to be a part of the trade. Is volume doing well, or is it a possible head fake? Have we broken out? Will I wait for a retest of the breakout point? So these are questions that'll need to be asked after the alert has been fired. Okay, so members, more to come. We'll talk about it in the forum. The next chart up, I think I'll leave off with this one. We'll leave off with Merck. I have a couple of other ones. The members already went through it. Go check it out in the members area. So Merck is an extreme oversold trade. Now we'll take off the trend lines. You can see that here's our rising upper band of support. We are testing it right now. Let's drill a little bit closer. Let's put some trend lines up here. We'll flirt with the daily trend lines first. So you can see that we closed right at, not above, not below, right at a support level / resistance level. Now, we do have resistance up here at 74.99. The ideal entry point here is this. And I don't think we're going to get it in the short term, and I'll tell you why in a moment. But the ideal entry point, we're going to get rid of the daily trend lines because it's oversold on a daily basis, but I want to know where that rock solid support is on a weekly, if not a monthly basis. So let's take a look. So we'll use the weekly support levels first. This is sexy stuff, right? If this breaks here, and I don't think it's going to break immediately. I think that we're going to rally first, then roll over, okay? All of healthcare was just busted last week. We've been putting in lower highs and lower lows. Members, I spoke about this on the weekend commentary. So what we want to do is possibly trade this for a quick scalp to the long side. I don't want to stay long. If we do rally, I think that we will, let's go back to the daily trend lines. I think that we will pop higher. We'll rally up to 75.47. So that means that I don't have all that much upside potential, but I have a lot of downside risk, right? So not the sexiest trade at this point in time, despite the fact that we have RSI at around, where is it now? Where do we close out? Around 16. What I would find really sexy is a trade where we broke this support level here and we fell to 65.95, which marks support last seen back in August of 2018. That would be a great risk-reward entry point. And to reinforce how solid this support level is, all I'm going to do now is bring up my heat map. And you can see that we have some real serious support and resistance immediately above this level. So once we begin to hit the $67 per share level and we begin to overshoot to the downside and we begin tapping the $65 per share level, what I would think to do is to begin nibbling with a stop right below this support level, because if I'm wrong, I only have a small position and I get stopped out with a small loss. But if I'm right, we tap this support level only to reverse and close higher up and into this heat map here. That's a sign that what you have are sellers below defending this support level because they're watching the same chart that we are. However, these are institutional players who are not playing with big charts, which is a free charting program, which I began with. I love it, but it's just archaic now. You need to up your game, right? And this is available to the individual investor now at a very reasonable price. This is a disruptor, okay? As Uber has disrupted the yellow cab industry, TrendSpider is disrupting the institutional charting companies such as Bloomberg, etc. And I know these guys, and what they're doing is they're going next level. This is going to be integrated someday with, I don't even know if I'm supposed to talk about it. I'll get their permission before I talk about it. I really should keep my mouth shut. So I'm telling you right now, these guys are going places with this product. Jump on board now. Get grandfathered in at the prices that they're at today, so that way you don't miss out. That is it for this week, folks. Folks, Everybody have a great remainder of your Easter with your family. For those that celebrate Passover, the best to you as well. Enjoy the remainder of your day. Have a profitable trading week. And remember, trade the charts, not the hype. Be well.